One of the most fascinating festivals we celebrate in Morocco is Eid, which is also known as the Festival of Sacrifice. It's one of the most important religious celebrations in our culture, and I look forward to it every single year because it's more than just a religious event. It's about family, gratitude, and community spirit. Eid usually takes place about 2 months after Ramadan, and it commemorates the willingness of Prophet Ibrahim to sacrifice his son as an act of obedience to God. Of course, God intervened and provided a ram instead, so to remember that event, Moroccan families traditionally sacrifice a sheep. I know this might sound a bit unusual to some people, but for us it's deeply symbolic and meaningful. In my family, preparations begin several days before the festival. My father usually goes to the local market to buy the sheep, and it's always a bit of an adventure. The markets are absolutely packed with sheep bleating everywhere and people bargaining passionately. On the morning of Eid, after the special prayer at the mosque, families gather to perform the sacrifice, and then the day turns into a feast. My mother and grandmother prepare a variety of delicious dishes, like grilled liver skewers, Michiao, which like slow roasted lambs, delicious. And of course, couscous with vegetables. The aroma fills the entire neighborhood. What makes this festival special is how it brings people together. Everyone visits relatives, friends and neighbors, sharing food and laughter. Even people who may have had disagreements during the year tend to make peace during Eid. As we like to say in Morocco, time heals all wounds, and Eid really reminds us to let go of our grudges and focus on kindness and connection. One of my favourite parts is giving meat to people who are less fortunate. Every family divides the meat into 3 parts, one for themselves, one for relatives, and one for those in need. It's a powerful reminder that faith isn't just about rituals, it's also about compassion and generosity. I remember once when I was younger, I accompanied my father to deliver meat to an old man who lived alone. The man was so moved that he prayed for our family, and that moment stuck with me forever. It taught me that small acts of kindness can have a huge emotional impact. Nowadays, even though life is getting busier and more modern, with people glued to their phones or travelling abroad, Eid continues to hold its place in Moroccan hearts. It's a time when even those living abroad try to return home, because being with family during this celebration feels priceless, It's not just about the food or the customs. It's about the warmth, the laughter and stories that fill the house. If I had to sum it up, I'd say Eid is a festival that strengthens our faith and our family bonds. It's a day when we pause our hectic lives and remind ourselves of what truly matters: love, generosity, and gratitude. Idiom: time heals all wounds, meaning over time, emotional pain or conflict tends to fade, and people can forgive and move on.